Greetings.
I'm Henry.
I'm Rat. That's what they call me. My nimble... Me and Hog. We're the main workforce in the guild.
Chen, yeah.
Sure. You did a pretty... So, I think...
So, do you have something?
You know the rules.
I know how...
Good. But there's a catch. You see, a certain mine owner recently kicked the bucket. That Hanneman rot may have been a cunt. But so, by law, the church, the city, and that Hungarian...
And what do you want me to do?
Fortunately, Rot was vain enough to be buried in a tomb with his rings.
Ah, I understand. The guild could use a seal.
Most astute. Exactly so. Corpses can always be difficult, so if you want any good luck...
Where is the...
Right in the Sedlet's graveyard in the underground. Just look for a freshly bricked hole in the wall.
How do I get...
That's the hard part. But maybe one of the monks that you just have to figure out.
What does this...
Nothing special, just a bronze seal.
Good.
So,
Tell me...
one couldn't get by without them in our profession. You can usually buy them cheap from an execute. Fingers, hair, veins, teeth, and fingernails.
Do you have...
Naturally, tried and...
Fine.
By all means.
Tell me...
I'm doing what I've always done, but now...
Have you ever thought...
And thanks.
What do you think...
If you want to talk, all I can tell you is that ever since the... Suddenly, I don't feel so... And a part of every hall goes to the poor.
Isn't that just an
Not at all. You can see the results. Most of the city is...
Good day.
Same to you.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long? I'm sorry. Got that.
Would you like to raise...
Do I know?
Of course. We were drinking here together a few days ago. If I hadn't...
Ah, well, here you go. He mustn't find out I have money.
Here's something.
I was pretty dead.
Do you feel it?
Yeah, not really.
Would you like...
Not really.
Should we fight?
Ah, but what do you say to a bet?
Good on.
Sucker. Well, I trust you. If we're...
Kick his teeth out the other side.
Yeah. Fuck it
I feel quite hungry!
Punch? Take that! Hurry up. I have to take a piss.
Get moving, you lazy bones.
Fuck you! You call that a punch? You're boring me. Try a little. Hurry up. I have to take a piss. Come on then. Still believe in yourself?
No escape!
Cheers.
His face in.
Punch his face in!
Punch his face in.
Hurry up. I have to take a piss. Fuck you. Oh, fucker.
Good fight.
Good, good. Or is that from the drink? You get the whole bet.
The best one here. Don't hold things up.
I'd like
What do you want?
blunt weapon.
All right then. I'm the best one.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet.
Well,
Now. Hey, look, that's that. You lousy bastard. I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then...
you know how it is.
You should tell Mole about it. Maybe I'll inherit this place. Christ, what a...
I'm sorry.
I want to...
No, Goliath isn't the undefeated. Who'd have...
Couldn't ask.
Anyway, here you go. One for Damian and a fourth one.
Thanks.
By the way, if you haven't had enough fighting yet, go and look around the cemetery at St.
The cemetery.
If you meet who I'm talking...
What's new?
Nothing much.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Heal.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Five ways.
Hey! You nearly ran into me!
Whoa, whoa.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Shalom Aleichem. What do you want?
But first, let's have another round.
Shalom, what do you want?
A jug of wine.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. I'm curious to see you play. Shalom Aleichem, what do you need?
I'd like to...
What game would you...
I actually don't want to...
Shalom. What is it?
Don't rush. What's that noise?
Oh,
Eh?
that's just you, eh?
All this dust come from? Who is it? Are you in need of something?
Not this again. Thingamajig. And on top it has the...
Careful.
Shalom Aleichem, my name.
Show me your... I'd like to...
Mas, I can... Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
God be with you. Are you lost? Or what would a...
I'm not lost.
Goyim? Rare... What do you...
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough...
I'm looking for a John of...
I'm sure Samuel knows.
It isn't just...
I do not care who sent you.
So how can I...
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you, Goyim, when you need...
All right.
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem. You probably... Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies.
I've never heard anything like...
You must be deaf then. I have heard that such people... I need someone to get among them. Find out.
All right.
Agreed. They usually meet at...
At the start of the day. Right. So they...
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up if you get them to let you, and you'll have fulfilled your...
And then you'll tell...
That was my promise.
That's Sicky's ornament.
Bir saniye.
Before I...
Guess. It's something real.
Geldim dostlar. Batımana kadar bekleyeceğiz. Civarlar. Yahudiler selam aleyküm diyor. Ha? Gün batımı değil mi oğlum bu? 17 mi acaba?
Be careful. It isn't safe around here. We have a time mark.
Yeraltı dünyası.
Excuse me.
Nerede oğlum bunlar?
At your service, sir.
Allah. Yer altında mı olacak bu toplam? Ne zaman oluyor oğlum? Batımı da geçti. Yer altında bence o şey.
I'm sorry.
The Lord won't.
Bit chilly.
Burada kimse de yok ki amına.
Hey! Hey! Open up!
Open up!
Gurwell, what are you doing, Moisha?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Gel bakayım.
Sprich deine Gebete, Arschloch.
That was something!
Hayırdır aman. Tavuk mu sikiyorsunuz lan?
Wait! Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
Kılıcı çalacak.
I'll trust you. But in return you have to trust me.
Kılıca niye öyle baktı?
You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page.
Evet.
We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Kelimeyle kötü.
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, Neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Berghoff's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
Korkak.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truth, and he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old scheme...
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although, even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell...
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon.
And then...
And also...
My sake?
Well, you know how I said... That is, Istvan asked. With the...
Where I am. In this city, Gutenberg is a big city.
It's not that they have not tried. They almost...
That's true, of course. But... And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking...
I apologize.
No need. Nevertheless, let's turn the page.
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh.
Because you move...
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding it.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burgher, and he divided the property. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance.
Yes.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's... And if von Berkhoff...
That's where his captive...
Correct.
Well...
I admire your...
But that is the most insane idea of...
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov.
Or long ladders and lots of men.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir, but if Capon...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common...
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back... And he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone...
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best with...
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city.
All right.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me.
Come to think of it...
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people...
All right.
Good luck. It was... And be careful. There's bound to be spies.
Tell me about it. Here you go. Take it.
Yere düştük amına koyayım. Yarrak gibi. Saray.
Angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed, enough to turn even an honest man's head. But
Saray dedi. İşi bura. Şu mu?
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Hangi taraftayız? Sarıları öldüreceğiz.
He's one of them! Get him!
my
Show what you're made of! You swine! Pay for that!
Here's the last one.
Damn.
You all right, sir?
Papa,
I'm all right. What the hell was...
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have... Do you have any idea what...
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us
And you thought this was a better...
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so...
We'll call the guards and tell them that Ulrich Vavak and his men...
You think that will make them let us off?
Not for free. But knowing young But back to you, lad. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Scales.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
Ne kadar güzel.
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side.
That is undoubtedly true, especially since his people started sticking their... But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured...
We have to do something to help.
Dangerous?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even...
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. He's had it in for us ever since he's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vav...
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another... No, killing won't solve anything. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen. If Sigismund were to find out...
Then why hasn't Sigurd...
Simple allegations aren't enough to charge someone with such a serious crime.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the...
Find out? But how?
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for this...
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud.
All right. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and tell him the password, Via Argentum.
Yeah,
Argentum. Silver. He'll know who, but be careful, both of you. This is our last...
We'll be praying for...
Ya Argentum şifre.
Take care of yourself, stranger. I hope you come back to us soon.
Good day.
I'm
sorry.
Ne görev ver? Ne oldu? Kim evini?
Good dog, Mutz. Show me.
God be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
God be with you.
Silly doggy.
God be with you, noble.
Sekunish of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me.
Aye. This feuding between the royal...
Precisely. I gambled on Yobs. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2...
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous. But what irritated me most was being powerless to... It's all those blasted hunt. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all...
I totally agree. Sigismund is holding his brother Wenceslas, the right...
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men...
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with... I tell you, though, he's the one who...
How so? It was the Hungarians.
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a...
That's what often happens. Still, for the good of the country, I'll side, especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator...
Wenceslas stands up...
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose, and things are only...
Sigismund's no king. He's nothing but a murderous thief.
What? You're not a noble, but what do I care? Making you...
Take that!
You win, young man. But things will only get worse. Mark, here's a few groschen.
Thank you. I'll rem... Go! Quick! Ka!
Sigismund'un amına koyayım. Sikeceğim onun anasını.
Ka!
Sigismund'u hoplatacağım.
This house must have cost a pretty good.
Whoa! Whoa!
Good to see you, friend. Every gaffer recruits his own crew and choose virgin veins. Paul's son is out there without fixing props.
I don't have time to discuss it with Paul. You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another fet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Do you need something?
My humble...
You're a Christian of Pisac?
I am.
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the... I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always some...
Well, that's why I'm...
Excellent. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very... Hopefully, I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My real father is a nobleman.
You don't say. You're the son of Radzig Kurbula.
You know him?
Not personally. But I'm well informed about the silver mines in the kingdom, and their overseers. What happened in Skalitz was a great tragedy for the entire kingdom. It was one of the highest... How much did your father tell you about its operation? Huh? Well, never mind. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, we need to talk somewhere in private.
Excuse me.
Hang on. It's not far. Wait a bit. We're not there yet.
Diyecek bir. Yakayamıyoruz mu? Baba selamünaleyküm.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where... First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and...
But the yields aren't the same every day.
True. That's why we have to focus on one. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped.
Couldn't I just...
Fet's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't... We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason... Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very... And they have an odd way of speaking. Like, calling each other Sonny, however old they are. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or perhaps a nobleman. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job.
I reckon I could pose as a...
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story. To the point. Each day, 3 shifts work in the shaft. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the... Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my...
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the end... And don't forget...
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdal.
Even though we had some... disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do. Although I'm sure... So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. There's a lot of money in it. That's the royal tithe.
What is this?
It's the whole process. From dig... Silver is found in the chief form of the raw or roasted or... It can. Most... Never the... So if...
Who...
The royal... That is the smelt... It's in...
Who makes money?
The thing is, every pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operator smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
How much?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mine.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights. They bear the cost of mining themselves, and the king receives 1/3.
What about the other 2/3?
Those go towards the costs, of course.
Who
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects. All sorts of people. In fact, anyone... The mines in the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything... Then come the chief foreman. We follow the path of...
How are...
The royal share from the smelting works goes there. The coin is... Then, in the Italian court...
How many...
Only the main one is left. The one in the Italian... There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom. But King Wenceslas... It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague grosch. And, of course, his own wealth, too. They have their own owners. They buy ore, then they deduct the royal tithe, and not just silver. Processing the ore yields... Each smelting shop has a stamp mill. A roasting... The stamp mill is used to crush... After that, finally...
So it's...
Yes. But in...
Are you Foreman Samka?
I am.
My name is Henry. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on...
Why should I care? Didn't you see?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even... I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but then I'll tell you everything.
All right, let's do it.
See? Kidder.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Tekte bitirecek piç.
Here.
Ay babanın amcı.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
Damn it! My God, I'm done. That's enough. Your turn.
Yendim dayı seni. Zoru ne demek?
Fuck that! Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away. What is the work? Aye, that's a good question. But proper rest is even more important than...
How much do you make?
Don't even get me started.
How many cores?
I can tell you exactly. We managed to hulk 34 cores without skimping on hame time. First time in age.
4 vagon.
So how depends? How do you either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got...
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else...
Good day to you. Well,
Foreman Frank?
what you looking for, Sonny?
Sir Christian of Peacex. I'm a student at...
But you can't just stumble around.
I'll just have a few questions.
The more we gab, but make it snappy, man.
What is the...
What's it about? We gans through...
How exactly...
Bloody hell. Have you never seen... You take a kevel and ding away at the rock and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion.
I wonder...
That depends on how much ore you hulk.
How much did you mine?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you? Why do you need to know that for?
I really need to know it for my work. Est rerum omnium magister usus. Experience.
Aye, well, A clever head, but a good... It was a good gar on the feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed...
Thanks. How do you get...
Same way it's hewed. In the dark, and once you get out by with the cough...
How much...
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones...
Can you give me a...
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a... Farewell, my friend.
I'm sorry.
Where can I... What you doing here, kidda?
I've got a letter of safe. I'm a student.
Right.
I just need to ask...
Our gaffer's gone down there to...
Down where?
The pit bottom. He's praying down there by the roof fall. Young Jabe, he hadn't even had... You'll find Paul, read where... You'll hear, though. Don't fret, but... God be with you, good sir. Oh.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what do you do?
My name's Henry. I'm a student at the university in Prague. And I'm writing a... I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. He kept begging me to take him on a shift. Saying he was as strong as a horse. Wouldn't it take no... And now...
Come on.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul?
Aye.
You're a canny lad. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has died
our
in his
Saviour and
life.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
unto
soul
Mary,
to eternal
when she
glory
conceived the Holy
through
Spirit.
our Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee.
So?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me.
Üzeri niye doldu lan bizim adam?
What is the word? What it's about? Proper Aye. But unfortunately, we still bury it.
So how...
that weren't a good day. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
How is...
First, we set up...
How much...
It's not really worth it, though.
That's all I need to know.
Ben nasıl çıkacağım?
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
Greetings, what do you... Hola. I'd like to just... Well... Hi, I was glad to be of help to you.
Nerede oğlum bu adam?
I already know how many corvs. It was 100 altogether.
Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it...
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportion, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about...
I still think the trail will lead us to him. But we know too little. You need to talk to Fett and Herman for being involved in the theft of... Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out...
Gepriesen sei der.
We need to talk.
And who might you...
Henry, Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancy. How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the feast of St. Petronilla?
If it says 90, there must have been 90.
Or someone is writing down...
I do not write anything. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and...
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more...
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? Besides, miners can lie and say they...
All 3 crews agree to report more. Look, you don't have... Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly.
It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more core. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid nobody at the smelting works cared at all.
How long is this?
Several months. Maybe.
Is already...
The mint master? I have no idea.
So just act like nothing's going on. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually...
Yeah.
A word.
Who are you?
I'm Henry. Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the...
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his book.
To steal silver from the king.
Why are you telling me?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? And they like to show off? I'm sure they... Anyway, what's it to you? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master.
Aye, there's no point in denying it.
Bloody snitch.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you.
Wait. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, he said someone wanted to talk to me. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore. And he made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from...
He never told me his name, even when I asked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke...
How long is this...
For some time now, definitely.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. They say he was drunk.
Who pays you on the side?
I get the extra chink from the smelting works.
Do you think the mint master...
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about... He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will any...
Clear as a bell, Mara.
I talked to...
And?
They did. I mean...
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happened?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh.
How so?
Buresh, but he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the...
Something like your letter of safe conduct?
Like I said, it won't be... Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his... You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works.
A nobleman? This...
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple... You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody... But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him. At all times, you must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably. In short, be charismatic.
What should I...
Like I said, some decent clothes. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. If you're charismatic enough, Boresh is sure to believe your intentions, and make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung sort.
What else?
In the smelting wall. Then they... He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere and he started to now he's doing
I got it.
Here. I've written you a letter of it. I reckon he won't be thrilled. But he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from... If my guess is correct, you could get something out of... When you're in the smelting works, keep your... Good luck, Henry.
Already.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Greetings, Master Boresh.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to...
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, with this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions.
Can you tell me what happened with the mine?
We weigh in the delivered ore, and roasting mainly... Then the roasted... It's then cast...
How many...
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the... We process a large amount here. Up to several thousand quintals a day. How much silver? That, of course, depends on the quality of 20 quintals. We can make between 100 and... Can any... That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Besides... How many coral... Fly from Horsham.
I visited the mine there. They told me that it...
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory.
God be with you.
Don't forget, and above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smell... See you later, my friend.
My humble respects.
What is your job actually in?
You mean smelting? Well, in this... When we shovel chalk, we do that over...
How do you...
Oh, I cannot complain at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the...
Have you noticed...
Nothing at all.
What can you tell me about Matt?
I cannot complain about him, sir. He's an... From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a...
Does any silver...
Here, in ours, that would mean some of all that's involved then. You get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a...
So this is how they crush ore in bulk. Quarf here, quarf there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity strange. Are you the fella that...
You have no business being here.
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing.
Me? I don't... Meet me outside in a while. Now you better get out of here before the guard... I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Good boy. Look what I have for you.
Well,
who are you?
I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. Surely you didn't come to investigate the theft.
That's right.
Why should I talk to you about such things?
Look, I know my way around. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process just to stuff their especially you, the grafters, the yackers and smelters.
Right. I reckon you could. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund out of the blue. It's all very suspicious because he's the one with the best If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. But be careful and keep a weapon close. People like him can be...
Thank you. What is you...
Hearing the smell... Or if I could...
What can you tell?
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining their purse. On the other hand,
how do you...
it's a you're all...
What happened?
The bars are kept only...
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit.
You must be the snoop who's...
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping. Fortunately, Master Buresh, your investigation ends.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here.
Take him.
Wait, it's my right.
If that's your... Go! Go to hell! It's a wonder you're still standing! Show your stuff!
Siktim bacını. Çatır çutur. Parçaladım. Şimdi. Siktim ananızı. Çat çut çat çut çat. Attan güzel atıyor. Cırt. Büger Hans. Erdel. Bu at iyi olabilirdi ama işte içeri bulursak artık. İşte lan. İşte yerini Veren artık şu şeyi de. Üçümüz var. İkimiz. Sızık. Gerçek mi?
May God give you help, sir.
Sevgi. Tobias. Arıyorum lan sen.
Sorry. Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit.
You must be the...
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Fortunately, your investigation...
You shouldn't have.
Take him.
Wait, it's my right. If that's your last word, go. He wants a jewel. I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Hey! Ah! Ah! What? I'm bleeding? I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Ah, fuck that!
Now, spill the beans.
Not me. It's Buddha. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my... It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I... As head smelter, one day, Buresh came to me and said he gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars, the books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was a few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new. In the end, I had to force him to.
Why didn't...
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed?
And which king did I steal from exactly? I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink.
Moving on.
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes.
They counter...
I suppose so. But what they... Budesh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there.
Did
Not in front of me. Maybe his guy, but you won't be able to ask him anything.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the entrance to the mint is... Look here. Why are you doing...
For King Wenceslas. He may be in...
Well, now you have the map, and since I told you, I know I wanted to, you know... Please let me go, please! Stables be damned, just let me go!
I'm quite sure you have coin.
Here, I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, you're a good, merciful...
Allah razı olsun. İyi para ver. Silah. İşte ona görevi var ama. Sürü. Arpan.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Excuse me. Greetings.
Greetings to you, friend.
Quick. Quick! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
What? You can't be here! Well, are you going? Away with ya!
Nerede diyordu? Kamp alanı orada. Aşağıda kalıyor biraz. Aşağıda kalıyor. Aşağıda. Yani şurada falan olması lazım. Aşağı doğru inen bir yol var. Yolun orada diyor. Tamam. Bunların burayı soysak aslında sağlam çıkar. Yeah.
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, an embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything, and even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
Are you trying?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing.
How much?
Well. Are you out of your... You're skinning me here. Now, turn around.
I need
I just paid you. You're supposed... Once more then. Are we... What a fuck... He can't leave here alive! Finish him!
You want to try me?
Show your stuff!
Have you had enough, Buret? Underground? No one...
No!
You know very well what I want.
I gave you...
I'll take it as a down payment for prolonging your life. Now...
The whole thing was Ulrich's. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a heft. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the...
Why did he...
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in, and they were even less happy when he started giving them... I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them retards.
So you...
Did I have any other choice? I hate to say it, but he...
Wasn't he a...
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him. He trusts the mintmaster he installed. And unless...
What was it?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who can... And to keep the mintmaster free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning... And when somebody got cold feet...
What you do?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer...
Whatever.
It's used to mint groschen.
Genuine?
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're produced... No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the...
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves...
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never meant... After all...
You have my word.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find it's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right... You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're not...
Is that all?
Aye.
I'm sure you have some... Don't tell me you and Vavak didn't exchange letters.
You must be the devil. Here it is. But I'll be on my way. I won't... I hope we never see...
Likewise.
Shift A.
underground mint wouldn't be nothing.
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing?
Get out of here. If the guards...
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Avak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
Tell me...
Look, he made it this far. What?
You're probably...
How did you...
Through our own...
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then...
Well...
And the foreman got pissed off and...
But then, the mint master himself came to us and offered us a job on the side. And...
Who's in...
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially...
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. But other than that, the mint master, he visits every week. A friendly bloke. Always asks us if we need anything.
We're well taken...
Why are they...
Well, it's not that
It's just... discouraged. It was pretty
Don't you mean...
Not really. Come to think of it.
They even brought some wenches here for us once. But I'm not really into that, anyway.
We've got plenty of food and drink.
And coin. When they let us go, we'll be...
So you...
The trouble is putting it...
He'd ruin our lives.
I told you they couldn't fight for shit. You're free.
Free?
Like...
Without permission?
So?
Then we could... Me neither.
Free!
Free!
Bir şey yapmışlar. Buna basmışlar. Nerede o bastığınız para? Nerede amına koyayım ya? Nereden bulacağım kanıt? Ah. Çalış babu. Kitap var mı? Ya bu öldürse miydim ya? Kararsız kaldım. Babu. Babu. Binicilik güzel. C.
Go!
Babu, babu, babu.
Go!
Son. Sen. Çıkın.
Cha! Cha! Cha!
Quick! Whoa!
Salam aleykum.
Careful.
My God, this is killing me.
I got the ep.
Really?
Here. His hand.
There are names, amounts paid, mines. I'll be damned. This is perfect. Where did you find this?
Vava.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last. Did you have any...
No trouble.
I'm glad to hear it. There's one more thing. Was there a...
There were some court.
Jesus Christ.
Vavat locked them up there to work for him.
My God. He really is an
I did. But it took some persuading.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it.
I'm curious.
Here.
What the... That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen... In any case, we uncut... But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This... But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes. Those books in Rittard's hands. Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And aside to many people, if you take my meaning.
I'm listening.
I knew you'd. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing. Only there would be a... I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. A miner jumps at coin like a...
What happened to Herman?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your... I've got a little something here for you. To add to what Master... And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do...
I just want to...
I'm not interested in your motives. You've heard my...
Doesn't that mean...
Do me a favor. Rutard will want...
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It surely doesn't smell bad to you.
It's too great a risk if you ask.
If we learn from Vavark's and Baresh's mistake, well... Axe, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vavark with the evidence all you want. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. And give my regards to Sir Kunsling. It'll be a great...
Güzel abi, sen kaçakçılığa devam et.
I'm always... glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Go! Go!
Kaçakçılık yapın amına. Sikim de değil, ben paramı alırım. 1000 param oldu.
Go!
Artık herhalde parayı götümüze sokarız. En iyi zırhlara sahibiz.
Ka! Quick! Ka! Go! Go!
Son bir defa.
Ka! Quick! Keep it up. Go! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick! Da!
What's that, people?
Greetings. What brings you here so...
Greetings.
I'm mourning.
Did someone die?
My hope. Not far from here.
Rings. Isn't he the one who brought holy soil from...
Precisely. Almost 200 years ago. Valentine, there, in the field of Akeldama, he took...
Yes.
My entire life, I've wanted to visit Valentine's grave and see... I felt so humble.
I'm truly sorry to hear that.
I don't know. What if you went to the graveyard instead of me?
What?
Just so I could look at it. Then you would put it back.
Where can I find Valentine?
It's somewhere in the church. But it's not so... Try to find Brother Morticius. I heard he's looking for help at the church.
And then in turn, I'll...
Precise. What is your name, friend?
Henry.
I will wait for you here, Henry.
orada bekle babuş.
Go! Quick! Die! Slowly. Nice and slow. Quick! Quick! Die! Whoa!
And my repentance.
God be with you.
Mortitius is my name, good friend. Though all that is... Though my eyes are old and dim.
But slow down, so...
You speak the truth. Will you help me take care of those?
You need...
Christian bones in the church lie scattered. If the prior should see the disarray, he'll send me roaming the earth with a beggar's cane. Help me.
Wait a moment. So, there are bones...
Aye. 'Tis a job that some might find.
Wait.
Fear not. It is no desecration. God shall bless this... To help thy neighbours. Arrange the third then build from arms and legs, and here there's quite a lot. Thou shalt not... thou shalt... A pretty rhyme, I must admit. Although you're jesting...
All right, so I'm supposed to put the bones in 3 piles. Pristine skulls in the first one.
As you say, but don't forget...
I see.
And should any bones remain...
What?
Lord be with you. Am I awake, or do I dream? Where does my spirit roam? Does it wander to the world? Or rest with God at home? Does my...
What?
Arranged the still... Some were taken by plague or war, and his...
Who are you? Why do you...
You're...
Can you...
Pause here.
What was...
Arrange the third still... Lord be with you.
Adam bize temizlik yaptırttı ama.
Doing God's work sure ain't easy. What's this? It looks like some really old reliquary. What a rare find. Isn't it getting crowded in there? Damn, my back hurts so much. Might I find a new one here? First pyramid is done. Impressive, even if I say so myself. Dust you are, to dust you shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner. Array. If I hadn't built it myself, it'd give me a scare. Just one more. A trapdoor. Seems it leads down into the bowels of the earth.
tane kaldı.
Hey! Are you intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But they'll serve you much better inside you and intact. The place you're in is black as night. I'll throw you a torch. Let there be light. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit from your fall.
Damn it! That sword isn't here. Now what? This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found. What's this? His corpse must have been lying here for several decades. It looks like he died yesterday. God, our Heavenly Father, have mercy.
Mühür falan yok.
Fresh plaster, cross on the wall. That'll be it. Damn, the seal isn't here. Somebody got here before me. I'll have to go pay a visit to the local gravedigger.
Çıkabiliriz şimdi. Ne diyor şimdi? Mezarcıyı soymaya çalış. Mezarcının evi.
Three beautiful piles. I'm proud of myself. The old monk will be delighted. Where did that blind madman get to? He was sitting here the whole time, and now he's just vanished. I should ask if anyone's... I'm interested...
Yeah. And what's it got to do with me?
And you don't...
God, no, nothing. He's dead.
Fine. I'm looking... I did some work for...
Youngster, you ought to sleep more and drink...
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right.
What?
As sure as there's...
But I spoke to him.
For Christ. Are you sure you weren't imagining?
Very sure.
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find him... Wait, what did this fellow want?
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel.
What? You fooled around? May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungod... What in God's name? You did all this by your... Well, friend, you're quite the worker. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will...
Oh, that's nice and all.
You suppose correctly.
Ana oğlum biz hayal görmüş.
I want to ask you...
God, again.
Fine.
Farewell, good sir.
Daha demin bizim gördüğümüz adam hayalmiş amına. Neydi oğlum biz hayaletle mi konuştuk?
This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
Here you go. Take it.
At your service, sir.
Şöyle.
Don't whistle here. Nobody wants to hear it.
Huh?
Ka! Da!
Ben de diyordum o adamın gözleri niye öyle?
Da!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go! Ka! Go!
Quick!
Ka! Ka!
Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
My respects. Good doggy. Good.
What would you like? Sure. Maybe next time.
Bakır satmıyorum. Senin onu sikeyim.
I'd like to do something.
How's that? I'm glad you... Found what you were looking for, sir.
Bir tane bakır şunlar ya. Şunu verelim. Sandıktan bir tane bakır alalım.
Bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't our learned physicians have a name for that?
Well, good afternoon.
What do you have?
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll fucking hurt you, so help me God.
My respects.
Greetings.
I found the seal of the dead mine owner, Rot. Here it is.
Very good, brother. Very.
So I had no choice but to find and rob them. At any rate, the gravedigger now has a good...
See how my charm protected you. Things could have also taken an...
What will you do with the seal now?
I'll put it to good use, of course. The guild thanks you. Now that cunt Sigismund and his counselors...
I'm glad to hear it.
If you're interested in some more work, or would like...
I'd like to...
What would you like to know?
I hear you...
All right. I'm sorry.
I'd like...
What are you in?
I know...
All right.
I'd like...
And what?
Tell me...
All right. Greetings to you two.
Do you have any more...
Good thing you asked, brother. But you know how it goes.
By all means...
There's a German innkeeper by that cunt back Sigismund.
I don't know him more than...
Word has it, he didn't come by that tavern. They say he got the coin for it by stealing with a pack. And not just that, they say the rest of his...
Interest...
Sketchy or not, get into this. Go ahead and...
Very well.
If you don't know where to dump this innkeeper...
Where is that?
Not the tavern, the cellar...
What exactly...
I don't know. A hiding place...
Where's she...
At my friend Helga's. She...
Fine. I forgot...
You shouldn't get... Well, my friend.
How can I help?
What's...
Nothing much.
Dostlar izlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Bir dahaki bölümde görüşmek üzere.